everybody. Welcome to Off the Wagon, brought to you by Happy Trails to Brews. My name is Bill, I'm your host, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So I have all four versions of Fremont's Head Full of Dynamite. I know I shouldn't have waited on these, and the first ones are probably not going to be as good as they were, but that's fine. I'm going to try them all back to back to back for your enjoyment, and we'll see what they come out with. I have loved every single one of them, some more than others. Alright, so let's get started with Head Full of Dynamite version 1. So this is the first one they came out with. It's a while back. It's not as fresh as it should be, but it still looks beautiful. You look right there, that's got some great coloring in it. That can's phenomenal. I love it. This was my favorite overall out of all four of them. This was by far my favorite. It still smells really delicious. Alright. So, I don't know if part of that is because I let it sit too long, but it's lost a little bit of its juiciness. That's probably what happened. That's my fault. I wanted to do this just for me, just because I thought it would be fun, and I'm sharing it with you guys. It's still got that pineapple-y taste though, and it's still very much a hazy IPA with a lot of huge flavors coming through. Extremely tasty, and I will still very much finish and kill this glass because it's absolutely heavenly. So that was definitely the thicker of all the hazies that they put out with. It's got the thicker coloring, it's harder to see through, and you're getting a lot more of that juice with the pineapple flavoring. So with that, let's move on to version 2. Alright, so this is what Head Full of Dynamite version 2 looked like. It was still a pretty can. I was pretty excited for this because I had loved version 1 so much. And if you look at it right there, it's not as dark, not as cloudy as version 1. And it didn't hold up very well. It's also wasn't my favorite in the first place. This was my least favorite of all four. Still a good hazy, not a great hazy, but also not my favorite. This one had way more hop flavoring coming through, so you're getting a lot more bitter and a whole lot less of that juicy fruitiness that's coming with all the hazies. So that's kind of why that one fell through. I'm still going to finish and kill that glass because it's still a good beer. It's a solid IPA with a lot of hops to it, just not a solid hazy with all that juice to it. Alright, so moving on to version 3. There's the can right there. This is my least favorite of the can designs. I wasn't a huge fan of this one. The other two were great, but I was still looking forward to it, but I went into it with a little bit of lowered expectations after the way version 2 kind of came out, and I wasn't a huge fan. Now if you look right there, it is not as cloudy as version 1, but a little darker than version 2, and not as see-through. Now this one's still holding up, still strong, absolutely delicious. So with version 3, you're getting a whole lot of mango juiciness with a little bit of bitter at the end. It's a fantastic hazy. I would highly recommend this, and if you had an opportunity to pick it up, hopefully you can tell me what you thought. There might be a few cans of version 3 still lingering out there, but I doubt it. Even so, it was something that was really delicious, and I hope you had a chance to get on it. Alright, so let's move on to version 4. This is by far the coolest looking can, in my opinion. I thought this one looked phenomenal. This one's still out there. Most of your bottle shops probably still have it, and you might be able to get some of this. They might be on tap around town if you're in the Pacific Northwest. Alright, so let's check it out. You have a very darker color. This is just as dark as version 1. Kind of hold them up together. Let you see what they look like. They look like twins. You can't see through either one, except version 1 had way more head to it. That's awesome. Version 4 was a lot more piney and with a slight amount of citrus and way more bitter at the end. Still absolutely delicious. This is actually number 2 on my list. So number 1 was the best, then 4, then 3, then 2. That was my list and what I thought of them. But no matter what, as soon as they came out, I drank a ton of them. I just did what I could to try and stow away 4 cans so I can do this review for you guys. I enjoyed every single one of them. I got to have them all on tap as well as in the cans. Of course, they were obviously better on tap every time, but I loved each and every single one of them in cans. Even version 2, which wasn't my favorite, I still drank a ton of it. So, if you ever get a chance to try Fremont's experimental beers and their experimental IPAs, I would wholeheartedly go for it. I can't say enough good things about Fremont Brewing. They make my favorite dark beers and a lot of my favorite IPAs. So with that, what do you think? Have you had any of Fremont's beers? Is there something on their list that you'd like to see me review? Is there something that you're drinking right now that you'd like to see me review? What are your favorite beers out there? Did you get to try any of these? Let us know in those comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you get all those notifications as we upload new videos. So, with that, I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me and being along the ride. And until next time, enjoy good beers, good people. Happy trails, travelers.